Top 25 college football picks ATS for week number 12. Let's go. And it's only the second time in the past 9 years that the top 4 teams in the AP poll are on the road this week. And it all starts with Utah and Colorado. Colorado, Deion's 14-6-1 ATS in his career at Colorado, and I expect him to be 15-6-1 after they play Utah. Utah's coming off a real emotional, brutally emotional game last week, a loss versus BYU, where they had 4th downs. They could have been called the other way. They could have won the game. Wow, I don't know how they're going to get up for this one. And with their backup quarterbacks, they're not going to be able to sustain drives against Colorado. Expect Colorado to give it their all and really push for a big bowl game down the stretch here. Colorado, lay it. Ohio State and Northwestern. Ohio State's coming off of a big shutout last week against Purdue, and teams coming off shutout wins are actually pretty good. No letdowns the next week. 36-25 against the spread. Northwestern's got a much better defense than Purdue, and I expect them to hang in there a little, but in the end, Ohio State will get the cover and they'll roll away. Ohio State, lay the 28. Clemson, Pittsburgh. One team's going in one direction, the other team's going in the other direction. We had Virginia, they upset Pittsburgh last week. We didn't get the win with Virginia Tech against Clemson, but Clemson is in revenge mode, and Dabo Swinney is very good when he's in revenge mode, as they lost to Pittsburgh last year. He's also great as a double-digit road favorite on a road trip. Last week he played in Virginia Tech. He's 6-0 ATS, perfect as a double-digit road favorite on a road trip. Take Clemson this week. They'll knock off Pitt easy. Arkansas, Texas. Texas just 1-6 ATS their last 7 versus Arkansas, and Arkansas is coming off of a bye week. And listen, they may get their second double-digit outright win as a dog this year, and only 5 teams have done that in the last 20 years. One straight up as a double-digit home dog. Arkansas, I don't think they're going to win the game, but they're going to cover. Take the 2 touchdowns. Boston College, SMU, really up in the air if the Boston College quarterback's going to play or not. If he does, I'm going to side with it taking the 17, but if he doesn't, I've got to take SMU. Just a pass for now. Penn State, Purdue. Penn State, James Franklin, good as a double-digit favorite. He's 47-27-2 in his career as a double-digit favorite, but he's only 2-3 this year. And I know he's 10-1 as a favorite on the road, but this is too many points here against Purdue. I'm not playing this game, as there's no way I really can back a bad team like Purdue. They're really bad. But this number's gotten above a key number of 28, so I'd have to take the 28.5 with Purdue against Penn State. Just simply line value, too, because Penn State, obviously, they got the cover last week. Purdue looked horrible, got shut out, and you're getting a couple extra points in the lines makers. LSU, Florida. This is the biggest spread. LSU's been a favorite in the swamp since 1978. And Coach Kelly for LSU is very good coming off blowout losses. He's 13-6 in his career ATS, and he's 3-0 ATS with LSU. LSU gets the job done here against Florida. Not sure why the line's gone from 7 down to 4, but I'm laying the 4 with LSU. Louisville, Stanford. Can't back Stanford here. I mean, they're 0-6 straight up their last 6, 0-6 ATS their last 6, and as a home dog the last few years, they're 5-14 ATS, and they just get blown out. The games aren't even close. Have to lay it with Louisville against Stanford. Don't have a real big feeling either way on the Missouri-South Carolina game, although I would lean South Carolina. They're one of the most underrated teams in the country, while Missouri's a little overrated. Arizona State, Kansas State. Biggest test of the year for Arizona State, and it's on the road, and they're playing a Kansas State team coming off of a bye week, so they're rested, and they're in an angry mood after losing outright to Houston. Have to lay the points with Kansas State. It's up to 8.5 now. I'll still lay it. Boise should take care of San Jose State. I thought about taking San Jose State plus all those points, but since the line's gone below that key number of 14 now, have to take Boise. Lay the points. Georgia will bounce back this week. Lay the points over Tennessee. Oregon will lay the points with Oregon. You know how good their road favorites are. And why did they need to really score against Michigan? They didn't need to score. I mean, they legitimately wanted to score. I think the coach likes to cover the spread. They could have kneeled the ball against Michigan, and they wouldn't have covered the spread, obviously. But why did they go score? I think he likes to cover the spread. They'll cover it again here. Texas A&M, you can call the score on this one. In fact, I'll call it 52-7 Texas A&M. And this is a real fishy line here. 6 with Iowa State at home against Cincinnati. The line's up to 8.5 now. And since this line has gone above a key number of 8, I've got to take the dog. I'll take Cincinnati plus the 8.5. Not big, though. And I think BYU's been exposed. I'll take the points with Kansas, a red-hot Kansas team.